Well, that last April Wine tour was a difficult thing. We've talked about it in this video series. If you want to see the entire interview, there's a link at the very top of the description with Myles Goodwyn, who we lost on December 3rd, 2023, as he talks about all aspects of the April Wine career, starting the band, recording his first solo album, the songs on the album. But there's a lot on the ending of April Wine, which of course they got back together in 1992. Myles was there as a lead singer and guitarist. Brian Greenway, who's been with them since '77, in the fold. Longtime drummer from the classic lineup, Jerry Mercer, was there as well. And Jim Clench, who left in 1975 after Stand Back. But there is that moment where Myles had left the band and he was very happy he wasn't in it anymore. Did he make good with everything? As far as I know, yes. But again, I can't say it enough. This is still just a moment in time. A lot of things happened after 1988. But the ending of April Wine, he says, that's the hardest thing I've ever done. That last tour. On Rock History Music, Steve Burgess and Myles Goodwyn.
Did you find much difference working with a band? Now, you got these guys together and asked them if they wanted to be a part of the band. It's a solo album. You can pick who you want. But was it really that much? It wasn't that much different, really, from the last days of April Wine, was it?
In what way?
Well, I mean, in terms of the fact that the way I perceived it anyway, towards the end, April Wine was Myles Goodwyn, and whoever Myles Goodwyn said was in April Wine.
You mean on the very last album? That's all.
Yeah. But before that, not true?
No.
No, because there was a lot of shifting lineup in the band. You were the one constant.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah. The band that broke up was together for 10 years. That's not too much shifting.
No, that's true.
For 10 years, it was the five guys that were, from 1978 till... Well, no, that's not 10 years. What am I talking about? It'll be 10 years today. From 1977, when Brian Greenway joined the band, we were that way until the end of April Wine. Before that, we were the band without Brian Greenway for X number of years. What we did was add. We didn't subtract. Mm-hmm. So for at least 10 years, we were four guys or five that were, at the end.
And when you talk about the end of April Wine, you're not talking about Walk Through Fire. You're talking about...
No, April Wine broke up just previous to that. Mm-hmm. We broke up. We did this tour called One for the Road. It was the last thing we had to do, and boy did we have fun. Whew, that was the hardest thing I think I've ever done. But anyway, then for them too, we did not get along. We did not talk to each other, but we had to go on stage every night and play. It was very, very difficult. And it was over. That was it. Boom. The contract was done. I went back to Nassau. I get a phone call. Remember, Myles, we need one more album. So I said, okay. Called some guys. We did it. Boom. It was done. Mm-hmm. And that was the end of it.
So the last April Wine album, you did the live album from One for the Road, right?
Yeah, that was the group on the road, the last tour.
And then before that was what, Animal Magic?
Before that was Animal Grace, I think.
Animal Grace, I'm sorry.
And maybe Power Play before that.
Power Play, I remember. With Tell Me Why on it.
Tell Me Why. Yeah. And a good song came off the Walking Through Fire album, too. The What If We Fall in Love? Mm-hmm. I think, was it?
And there was Love Has Remembered Me.
Love Has Remembered Me, yeah, that's the one, yeah. That was a good song.
Yeah, we played that. Played the heck out of it.
Yeah, that's a real nice song. I like that song. So I wasn't holding back. It's impossible for me to sit down and write an album and not give a damn about if it's any good or not. Right. And I had to write that bloody thing without the band to get everybody off my back. I'd still tried my best. So.
Have you got a U.S. release? Is that important to you on this one? Or?
Yeah. It just came out on Atlantic Records in the States, WA, in over there, across the water.
Are they going to market you as a new face? Do you think?
Oh, I think they have to. Mm-hmm. I think they have to take this battle-scarred old puss of mine and market it as a new face. No, actually, I've held up pretty good. But okay, I heard your question. Let me answer it. Yes, they're going to market me as a brand new artist. April Wine had success, but Myles Goodwyn doesn't mean as much there as it does here. I was signed by the president of the company, Doug Morris. So that's a pretty good commitment. When the president signed you, he got the tape on a Friday. He signed me on a Monday. He listened to it in the weekend and said it's a deal. And so I was very happy and very fortunate. To do that in the States is really something. A lot of people have a very difficult time, and I was lucky. He likes the album very much. He called it a classic in his words. I don't know if he says that to everybody or signs everybody and he meets on a Friday afternoon or whatever. But
it must be nice to know that you got signed for the album,
right? Yeah. On the strength of that, right there.
Yeah, and not because of
Well, I think the April Wine had some influence. Obviously, we really must realize that. Yeah, they sold a few million records down here. Somebody's got to know the voice and everything.
Yeah. Do you like doing the videos now?
I enjoyed doing this one because I had a lot of input into it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you certainly from the days when when you started out, it was something that you never really conceived of, I guess, And I mean, I imagine there are some people who will never really take to it, will never really get to enjoy it.
Well, I don't mind it. It's ironic because I got to meet Robert Palmer, who lives in the Bahamas, and when we discussed this one day, and we were talking about it, and he said he hated doing videos. He'd never been satisfied with one and didn't enjoy doing them. And I said, well, I haven't had a great experience either. And then he came out and did Addicted to Love with that classic video.
Yeah.
So bingo, right on the nose.
There you go. Yeah, can't argue with it.
We'll have more from Myles Goodwyn. Remember, if you want to see the entire interview, it's on our Canadian channel at Rock History Canada. There'll be links at the very top of the description. If you want to know more about Steve Burgess, it's all in the description. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music.